Atri! Thanks for coming, but we're just about to go and roast the main bad guy, so there's not much time to talk.
That's fine. We're planning on doing the same thing, you know?
What do you mean? Okay, so the enemy of your world is trying to start up a ritual too.
Uh-huh. They're saying that if they can take in the 12th world, they can go to the One King's world. And just like you, we're planning to break into the enemy's stronghold to put a stop to it. But I wanted to see you before we carry that out. Thanks. Well, I best be getting back. We've both got a lot of work ahead. Oh, and that method to beat the One King I told you about? I decided not to think about it. Just like you said, we've got to focus on preventing the One King's descent before anything else.
Yep, and that's what I'm gonna do. Come again if you win. I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about.
Right. I look forward to it. Hey, do you remember who I was searching for when we first met?
Yeah, someone from the world of the Chronicle of the Shining Legacy, right?
I heard he was married and had a kid.
Yeah, that's really something.
But a gateway accident or something caused that kid to warp to another world while he was still a baby.
What? Well, did they ever find it?
No, they said well over 10 years have passed since that day and still no luck.
That's awful.
They said if the kid was still alive, he would be about the same age as me. That's why that person treated me like a child of their own.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. See you around.
Atri,
Yeah?
take care.
I will. Later.
At last the time has come. With the appearance of the 12th world, the ritual shall be complete. World of the One King. A gate to the final kingdom will now be opened. Almighty One King, I present thee, my righteous master, with the true chronicle. Guide us all to absolute unity. One world, one future.
Yoo-hoo! Are you awake?
Yeah?
Good morning!
Hey.
Today might be the last day I ever come into this room to get you. Aren't you going back to the village once this is all over?
I haven't even thought about it yet.
Why not?
Well, I won't know what's gonna happen until it's all over.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, everyone's waiting at the Grand Hall.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Hey, is that who I think it is?
Windbag?
What's up with him?
He's always like this.
No, he seems extra weird today. Would you look at that? He doesn't even recognize us.
Weird.
One world! One future! Yeah!
What? Jeez! What happened to the windbag?
Velfred probably planted the mark of the Rarahanga Chronicle within him.
You mean that book that got all twisted?
Yeah, he must have done it especially to stop us from getting in.
That twisted old kook. He said he wants to take as many people as he can to the One King's world, but his followers are disposable. Could this guy stoop any lower? found you, Valfred.
Welcome. You're a lot earlier than I expected. Apparently, it was more than just a fleeting claim in the heat of the moment when you vowed to stop us.
You got that right.
I admire your strong will and determination to press on, yet that trait is what makes you insist on meddling in the future of others who don't want your help.
You're the one meddling with the future. We don't want any part of your pre-planned phony utopia. If that's what you want, go there by yourself. But leave everyone else out of it.
I'm afraid you and I will never reach a compromise on this issue. But I already knew that, ever since we met in the 11th world. I don't really want to do this, but I'll resist you to buy some time.
Time? You mean until the 12th world comes?
Not a chance. You're going down, old man, right now!
How can this be? I should have never underestimated a star-bearer.
Deidre! But how?
I'm able to open gateways much more quickly now.
Because Velfred's been defeated.
Is this it? The 11th Chronicle? Valfred, what have you done with the True Chronicle?
Oh, that's right. He didn't use the True Chronicle this time.
And why do you think that is?
What are you up to, old man?
It pains me to tell you this, but I've already won.
What?
What's going on?
That light!
This can't be happening! No!
Is it the 12th world?
Time's up. The ritual is now complete. At last, the time has come to welcome the One King with open arms.
Is that the True Chronicle?
Welcome, O mighty One King. Please accept this world to be yours. One world, one future.
So, that's the One King.
Nothing's working, no matter what we throw at it.
No! Is that what we came this far for? To end up helpless?
We gotta get out of here. We can't win like this.
Shut up! We gotta try! We'll never know unless we try!
The Chronicle of the Shining Legacy!
Prepare to die!
It's still no good. We're right back where we started.
But he's actually reacting this time! How come it's not enough? Why? Why won't this work? What the?
The True Chronicle. It's...
Ah!
Wake up! Would you wake up already?
Huh?
It's about time.
Marika?
You're gonna be 15 tomorrow, and you still can't get up on your own?
15 tomorrow? Really?
Hello? Tomorrow's your birthday.
Huh. Sheesh, I'm really spacing out here.
Just get up, okay? We're gonna go patrol the Eastern Hill today.
Huh? Patrol?
Come to the square when you're ready to go.
Sure.
Well, good morning.
Morning, Shiska.
Hey, we were just talking about you.
Yeah, it's hard to believe you're turning 15 already.
You was such a handful as a young pup, always getting into trouble. And now look at you, all grown up on your way to manhood.
Would you guys cut it out?
It's nothing to get embarrassed about.
You've actually become quite the skilled fighter. Maybe even good enough to guard the village alone.
Come on, Dirk. This is freaking embarrassing.
You've grown into such a wonderful boy. Way to make your mother proud.
Come on, you ain't my mother.
We're going to have so much fun celebrating your birthday tomorrow. I hope you're looking forward to it.
Huh? You guys...
Sorry, hope you weren't waiting too long.
Lou just got up a little bit ago. I can't believe he sleeps in longer than you.
I said I'm sorry.
It's no big deal. Everyone's here now, right? So let's set out early today. I want to get back before dusk.
The Eastern Hill again, huh? Boring.
We're just gonna check out the area today. Think of it as a brisk walk. Are you ready?
still look a little spacey. I guess I'll let it slide since tomorrow's your birthday. But don't let it affect your job, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Alright then, let's get going.
Yes, sir. Phew, that's it for today.
Nothing new to report. In fact, it really was like taking a nice walk.
But nothing bad happened, and that's a good thing, right?
I guess so.
Oh, by the way, Jail, did you catch that Reparo bird for the party tomorrow?
Yep, I'll get Shiska to cook it up later.
Sweet! I'm so looking forward to that.
What do you have to look forward to? It's not like it's your birthday or something.
Hey, I don't care whose birthday it is. I mean, come on, it's a party.
It's because Shiska's cooking, isn't it?
No. It's my buddy's birthday party. What's not to be excited about?
I see. Well, I guess I can fix your portion of the meal tomorrow then.
What are you, crazy?
Aha!
I mean, let's drop this, okay? See you tomorrow, everyone.
Huh. He ought to think a little before he speaks for once.
Anyway, I'll get this bird to Shiska.
I'll go too. Gotta help her set up for the party.
Don't overdo it.
There's nothing to worry about. Shiska and I are doing this because we love it.
See you tomorrow.
This is gonna be so much fun.
Sure sounds like it.
Hey. Don't you wish every day could be like this?
Marika.
Wake up! Would you wake up already?
Huh?
It's about time.
Marika?
You're gonna be 15 tomorrow, and you still can't get up on your own?
15 tomorrow? Really?
Hello? Tomorrow's your birthday.
Huh. Sheesh, I'm really spacing out here.
Just get up, okay? We're gonna go patrol the Eastern Hill today.
Huh? Patrol?
Come to the square when you're ready to go.
Well, good morning.
Morning, Shiska.
Hey, we were just talking about you.
Yeah, it's hard to believe you're turning 15 already.
You were such a handful as a young pup, always getting into trouble. And now look at you, all grown up on your way to manhood.
Would you guys cut it out?
It's nothing to get embarrassed about.
You've actually become quite the skilled fighter. Maybe even good enough to guard the village alone.
You've grown into such a wonderful boy. Way to make your mother proud.
Come on, you ain't my mother.
We're going to have so much fun celebrating your birthday tomorrow. I hope you're...
Phew, that's it for today.
Nothing new to report. In fact, it really was like taking a nice walk.
But nothing bad happened, and that's a good thing, right?
I guess so.
Oh, by the way, Jail, did you catch that Reparo bird for the party tomorrow?
Yep, I'll get Shiska to cook it up later.
Sweet! I'm so looking forward to that.
What do you have to look forward to?
Hey, I don't...
It's because Shiska's cooking, isn't it?
No. It's my buddy's birthday party. What's not to be excited about?
I see. Well, I guess I can fix your portion of the meal tomorrow then.
What are you, crazy?
Aha!
I mean, let's drop this, okay? See you tomorrow, everyone.
Huh. He ought to think a little before he speaks for once.
Anyway, I'll get this bird to Shiska.
I'll go too. Gotta help her set up for the party.
Don't overdo it.
There's nothing to worry about. Shiska and I are doing this because we love it.
See you tomorrow.
This is gonna be so much fun.
Sure sounds like it.
Hey.
Hmm?
Don't you wish every day could be like this? Wake up! Would you wake up already?
Huh?
It's about time.
Marika?
You're gonna be 15 tomorrow, and you still can't get up on your own?
15 tomorrow? Really?
Hello? Tomorrow's your birthday.
Huh. Sheesh, I'm really spacing out here.
Just get up, okay? We're gonna go patrol the Eastern Hill today.
Huh? Patrol?
Come to the square when you're ready to go.
Yeah. All the same as yesterday.
Huh, not a soul in sight.
Maybe they're still trapped in that perpetual day just like we were, and haven't remembered yet. Or else...
What should we do?
Are you sure?
Yeah, the best thing for us to do is wait here. I've just got this feeling.
Well, if you say so.
They're here! They're really here!
What was that?
I had a feeling we'd find you here.
Thank goodness. I'm so glad we found you.
Chutzpah and Moana.
Did you both remember?
Well, how should I put it? I wouldn't exactly say remembered.
I forgot about everything that happened and I was living a normal life. But something inside me kept telling me to come here.
Pretty cosmic.
Aaron! Oh, and Logan!
I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. But it actually hasn't been much more than a few days, has it?
It's because we were stuck in the same day over and over. But we were able to break out of it and remember our past.
So we weren't the only ones after all.
No, in fact, I'm pretty sure the others are on their way here.
Really?
It's the castle. We've returned, Your Highness.
Indeed we have. Would you look at this manorill? It's our...
This is wonderful.
I'd lost my memory, but my blade never forgot. This land is where my mission awaits.
Exactly. I had the same kind of feeling.
I knew it! I knew this is where I wanted to be! How touching!
The mighty sea god Ninernetta must have guided us here, so that we'll never forget what's important.
I thought I'd be the first to arrive. But it looks as though quite a few came before me.
Your company always pulls through.
Of course it does. And that's exactly why we joined up.
So we've come late. Our leader has been gone for quite some time, it seems.
Lu Shen, I promised I'd follow you to the end of the world.
This is it. This castle is the place something inside me was longing for.
I'd lost my memory and lost my path, yet somehow I still managed to come here.
Sophia, you don't have to get involved in all this.
I'm tired of running away. Now I want to help more than ever.
Nobody attempted to summon me, but somehow I was drawn here.
Every one of you. You're back. This is unbelievable. You all came back.
So the entire company came back. I guess every one of them likes to live dangerously.
Including yourself and I.
You better believe it. I have this crazy feeling that we might have a chance of winning.
Thanks for coming back, everybody.
No thanks necessary. You should know that the company means the world to us.
Yes, it's much better than a single day of peace and happiness, repeating itself forever.
But I'm still in the dark as to what actually happened. I don't remember anything after storming the Tower of the Way.
The 12th world came and the One King appeared.
But everything's a blur after we started fighting him.
So all of us were trapped in the same day, repeating itself again and again.
What kind of world is this?
I've got it. This must be the One King's world.
What?
I'd say you're onto something. The future was definitely predetermined here.
Right. It all makes sense now.
If the same 24 hours are played over and over, nothing unexpected will ever happen.
Which is essentially the same as having no future.
A world without a future. That's what the One King's world really is without all the fluff.
I wonder if this is really the kind of world Velfred was longing for.
So does this mean our entire world was sucked into the One King's world?
That can't be right.
What do you mean?
If we were sucked into the One King's world, that would mean we lost. But we haven't lost. We're still alive, right? And besides, we were all able to break free of that perpetual day. I don't think we've been taken in yet. No way. This war is not over yet.
Huh? Your clothes!
And you too, Lou. The Tatao Chronicle has become part of you again.
What's going on here?
It's as if we've returned to our former world.
What?
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I don't know why, but it just feels right.
Agreed. That peculiar feeling of which I can't adequately describe seems to have been lifted.
It's almost as if we've been awakened from a dream.
Well, whatever this is, I'm itching to get outside and see what... We gotta figure out what the One King did before we can think up our next move.
Good point. I'll go check it out.
What? I don't know if it's such a good idea that you, as our leader, should go out and...
The suspense is killing me here. I'm going out.
Same old guy. It's good to know you haven't changed.
I'll go along with you.
Keep the home fires burning, troops.
Be careful out there.
Don't do anything reckless if you happen to come across the One King.
That's why I'm going alone. Someone's got to help him keep his head on straight.
Hey.
You've got a quest report waiting. Way to go. You sure. Here's your reward. A new assignment, huh? A new assignment, huh? Let's see. So what will it be? Who can I send? I gotcha. Want to see some other jobs? See you later.
right? Wait. Huh? What the? That spooked me out. What's the deal with this thing?
Perhaps the Chronicle was testing us.
Tested by a book? Well, maybe things will clear up if I touch it.
Starbearers of another world. If you are to touch the chronicle of my world, and you are to see a vision of what has happened here, I ask you to please defeat the One King. The One King shall descend when 12 worlds have been sacrificed to him by ritual. Using the 12 chronicles will reveal to you that the One King is not all powerful, nor is he invincible. You can break his protective ward, and you can use the mark of the stars to destroy him. Although we had this knowledge, we were too late. Please destroy the One King.
What was that all about?
He knew his own world would come to an end as it was consumed by another. But he believed that a starbearer of another world might touch the Chronicle, so he left this message.
Okay, but why did the book turn into a monster?
Those unable to defeat it are not worthy of hearing the message. That must be what it means.
So I guess that makes us worthy, huh? I don't know your name, but thanks, whoever you are. Now that we've got the will of your world's people, we can beat the One King.
This doesn't give us conclusive evidence, but it fits Princess Manoril's and Mubal's theory well. And those pillars of light around Sinus must form a protective ward for the One King.
Can we get rid of those too with all 12 books?
Perhaps.
Alright, and we've got our next plan of action all set. Let's get back to the castle. I've got to ask old Chutzpah a favor before going to the Grand Hall. Better get to... Listen up, people. I've decided we're not going to use that extreme method.
You mean where we combine all the stars within us to hit the One King?
Right. I don't have the heart to go through with that, much less put any of you through it. I've got a better plan. We have all 12 books now, one from each world, to fight the One King with.
Great.
But can we handle all that information in the 12th Chronicle without any problems?
Like I always say, we'll never know unless we try.
I knew that was coming.
The One King was summoned here through the fusion of 12 worlds. So it makes sense that the 12 Chronicles can be used to fight him.
Yeah, Princess Manaril and Mubal both had nearly the same idea.
And what a great idea it is. I mean, it's not that I'm afraid to die with that other method or anything like that.
Take it easy. There's nothing wrong with wanting to live. Everyone wants to live. I think this is a brilliant plan too. Neither one of our options guarantees success, but I'm convinced we're making the right choice here.
Agreed.
Refusing to fight because there's no guarantee of winning is no better than how the Order thinks. Then it's settled.
Thanks, you guys.
All right. We've got all 12 Chronicles and everyone's down with the plan. Is there anything else you need to do?
Good morning, troops. I don't have any fancy words to get you psyched up or anything like that. Only this. We're gonna storm the Tower of the Way, and we're gonna beat the One King!
First of all, everyone's gonna split up and take out those pillars of light surrounding Sinus. Otherwise, there's no way we're gonna get through to the tower. We'll split into 12 teams, with each team taking a chronicle to one of the pillars.
We can do this!
Once the pillars of light are out, I want everyone to meet at the square in front of the tower.
Then we all climb the tower and rip away at the One King. This is our company's final mission, troops. Suck it up and move it out.
Victory will be ours!
Victory will be ours!
Well, this is it.
Yeah.
I just ran a check. All other teams are positioned at the pillar of light they've been assigned to.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'll get back to my pillar now.
Okay. Time to move, people. Let's do this.
The Chronicle of the Shining Legacy is glowing. It's glowing over there, too.
That's where Lou is posted.
Dolph Crotokilde and the Prince.
So far, so good.
Here goes nothing. Burn now! Did it work?
The pillars are gone.
But what is that?
The Tower of the Way.
It's the One King!
But how did it get so big?
Just calm down and look closely.
Deidre?
I went up to get a closer look. It's not the One King, only a statue.
Yeah, she's right.
But why? Or how did the Tower of the Way morph into a statue of the One King?
I wish I knew the answer to that.
But the One King's gotta be inside. There's no doubt in my mind, and that means we're going in after him.
Hey!
Glad you made it!
Everything went like clockwork, didn't it? I'm impressed.
Sure did. Is this...
You better believe it.
We didn't encounter any resistance.
So far, everything's going according to plan. Right. A but getting a good look up close like this is really something.
First we thought the One King grew into an enormous creature. Boy, was that freaky.
I was panic-stricken.
But it's actually just an ugly statue.
It doesn't look to be of stone. I wonder how it was built.
Who cares about that right now? The One King's holed up in there, and all that matters now is finding him and crushing him into powder.
That's right.
We've got all 12 Chronicles right here. We can fight the One King with these.
Okay, so you've got 11 in total, plus my Chronicle of the Shining Legacy makes 12. What do you say we get moving?
Oh, if you want to switch up the teams, just let me know.
Lana, I didn't know you were here.
Are you kidding? You didn't expect me to miss the last battle, did you? Even though I really can't offer much to the fight, but I'll cheer you on. Let's win this thing!
You got it. What's up with this place? Who's there?
Hurry up, Daddy! We're gonna ride horses today, right, Daddy?
Calm down, you two. Your father's not going anywhere today.
Huh?
Oh, I give up. Let's go ride those horses, shall we? I feel as if I'm a child again.
Oh, Valfred.
Come on, Daddy! Hurry!
Valfred, so this is your perpetual day.
Correct. One of the days I lost when the very first world was fused.
You wanted this day back so badly that you called on the One King.
I'm not the only one. The One King's world allows anyone to experience the best day of their life perpetually, for all eternity. And you... Who gives you the right to take away my happiness?
What? Don't give me that tripe. Who gives you the right to destroy our futures?
You and I seem to be destined to butt heads to the very end now, don't we? But this one day, it's everything to me. And I won't let some pimply-faced brat like you take it away from me.
Shut up! Like I told you before, if you're so in love with this world, then take it. Just leave us out of it. We've had enough!
long as the One King still exists, my perpetual day will.
What do you mean this one day is your everything? You, all of you, and the One King too! You're have your everything! You're trying to destroy everyone else's anything! And I'll never let that happen! I'm coming after you, One King! What's this room for? Wait a second. This is exactly like the stone tablet in Zenoa's room. The Tablet of Promise. Huh. It's like all the names were burned off or something. I can't read them. The only one still here is Tenkai's star. What's up with that? No. Could the One King actually be... I found you.
As the One King, I shall fuse the infinity into one world.
Infinity?
The infinity consists of confusion in the guise of possibility, and chaos in the guise of diversity. An undetermined future leads to unlimited paths, which ultimately breeds chaos. One world is the answer to these problems. A beautiful, complete world, absolute model of perfection and order, is how the infinity must be.
No! I don't buy it! The same thing over and over again ain't my idea of beauty and perfection. You don't actually think you can just take our world, take everyone's world, everyone's future throughout the infinity, and roll it up into your own playground. I'm gonna put a stop to your wild delusions, and I'm gonna take you out right here.
You are a foolish soul. Listen well, Star Bearers. The future has already been determined. There is no reason to fight any longer.
No reason to fight? We'll never know unless we try.
Your actions are futile. As I am in possession of the true chronicle, no one in this world can touch me.
I wouldn't bet on that. We've got the 12 books. One for each of the worlds you crushed, for each of the futures you stole. The fire and determination of everyone willing to fight you. All of these books against the true chronicle. Which do you think will come out on top? Only one way to find out! Looks like he's not gonna take his medicine like a good little king.
Just as I thought, this won't be an easy fight.
Hey, I know that voice. Atri, is that you?
I can hear you.
I can hear you too. What's going on?
I'm not sure. We're fighting the One King right now.
You're fighting him as well?
Same here, we're fighting him too.
Was that...
Me? The one from another world? That's right. We're in a face-off with the One King.
I can hear more voices too. They must be fighting the One King in other worlds.
Oh, that's great. I guess we're not on our own here then.
Right, I bet this whole infinity is fighting him.
To protect our futures!
I feel like we can win now no matter what he throws at us. Hey, Atri, Marika! Let's mop the floor with this guy.
You got it!
Consider it done.
man! He doesn't give up easy, that's for sure.
We're not gonna let them beat us, though.
We may be in another world, but we're all fighting together as one.
Yeah, and the entire Infinity is counting on us to win this. With the Infinity on our side, how can we lose? Here goes nothing.
We're right behind you.
Where am I? You. The tablet of promise.
I have bound together the lives of the stars. As with an infinity of unlimited possibilities, the existence of numerous stars lighting the paths of all worlds symbolizes an undetermined future, and I have combined them into one.
So it's just as I thought, you...
The One King has neither past nor future, only conflict. A war against myself, a sacrifice of myself. Yet at long last, you with the stars of other worlds have ended this monstrous cycle.
The True Chronicle.
It belongs to you and the others.
chutzpah! No dice, huh?
No dice. It connects to the Faramon Gateway, but not to any of the other worlds.
Too bad. I was hoping to find out what happened to the others.
That's it.
What's it?
In a sense, our ability to travel from world to world via corridor was provided by the One King.
What?
As a side effect of his attempt to fuse the infinity to one world, it was easy to connect to the corridor.
So that must mean...
Yes. Now that we've defeated the One King, we can no longer join the corridor to other gateways.
Oh no.
That'll make work difficult for you and the Wanderers, I suppose. It'll be impossible to stock up on products from other worlds now.
Well, that in itself is indeed trouble, but our business will survive.
We'll never find out if Atri or the other Marika have won or not. And even if they've won, does that mean we'll never see them again?
I wouldn't say that.
Huh?
Now that we can't connect to the other worlds, that's proof that the One King is actually history, right? So they must have won their battle on the other side. And besides, I have a feeling we might see him again. We ought to get back now. There's still a ton of things we've got to take care of.
Wait up!
He truly is an amazing kid.
Isn't he?
Oh, so you have to leave.
Yes, the citizens of Salsabil await my return.
I have a lot to get done as well. Astrasia's reconstruction has already begun, but Sinus needs help in a big way.
Their spirits must have been crushed by all this. Somebody's got to whip them back into shape if they want to function again.
Oh, nice. I'll leave that to you.
I plan to hold a feast with the spirits to celebrate our victory, and I hope you'll all join us.
And make sure to come to Ninena's temple to receive blessings from the sea god Ninernetta.
Hold on a second.
Aren't you guys forgetting about the village? If we don't tend to the crops, we're sure to have a famine.
The company's booked up for the next 6 months as helpers. We better get cracking!
Hey, where'd he go? First he says there's a ton of things to take care of, then he takes off somewhere.
Are you sure it's okay?
Positive. You'll take it away where no one, and I mean no one, can get their hands on it, right?
Well, yeah. You sure are a strange one, you know that? I mean, who wouldn't want to keep the true chronicle? You can gain knowledge of all the worlds in existence with this.
I just don't need it anymore. Plain and simple. Humans shouldn't get their hands on that kind of power.
Huh.
Besides, what fun would life be if you knew how everything would work out before you even tried? Am I wrong?
Huh. Maybe you're right.
Hey, there you are!
What's up, Marika?
What do you mean, what's up? Don't you realize how busy we are? Get out here and get to work.
Okay. Ouch, you're not gonna pull on me like that.
These people really don't seem to need the true chronicle. So I'll just take it with me. Take it to the stars. Actually, I never expected such strong leadership out of him. All 108 stars of destiny came to his side. And if that's how it is, maybe one last time.
Where were you?
The Genoese are just about to leave. Lord, with the reconstruction of Sinus and all.
How is the company gonna deal with all this work?
Would you all stop it? I can't understand all that yapping at once. Here's the deal. I'm dropping everything to go on a trip.
Excuse me.
Sheesh, what is it now?
Come over here and find out. Come on.
Hey, long time no see, I think.
Hey!
I thought you'd be more surprised to see me. In fact, I'm not even sure how I got here myself.
I knew we'd meet again. I never had a doubt in my mind. I didn't think it would be this fast, though.
We both beat the One King.
Heck yeah, we did.
It's all thanks to what you told me. Getting all the Chronicles to win.
I'm just glad you trusted me. And that's because you and your friends, you never gave up. You can't win if you don't even give it a shot, right?
Yes, that's right. The One King is gone now. And that means the infinity will go on forever as many, not as one.
Yeah.
I better get back now. The gateway won't hold up much longer.
Oh, alright.
I'm glad I got to see you again. And that the stars let us meet again for one last time.
Hey, don't give me that one last time business.
Huh?
I heard we can't connect to the corridor because the One King's gone. But you got here, right? So, this doesn't have to be the last time we meet. We can't predict the future, right?
Good point. That attitude of yours is why I always come to see you. See you around.
Right. See ya.
Dieses Chorus, da ist no